Big Sticks sit within a game of first place in the Great Plains West Division. Pretty high stakes this afternoon. Big Sticks trailing as they enter the fourth, but they're mounting a comeback. Connor Massamini with the RBI, fielder's choice. Everybody's gonna be safe. Run scores, Badlands takes the lead later in the inning. Then the Minot Bats get to work. Zach Doyle, get that out of here. Minot back on top, 6-5, and they're not done yet. Ryan Castro up in the seventh, less flashy than a round tripper, but effective nonetheless. Sacrifice fly brings in another run. It's now 7-5 for the Tots. Now for some Minot insurance. Blake Cavell, he hits an RBI single. The Tots are in fact hot. Minot gets the win, 10-5. Elsewhere in the Northwoods League, the Larks dropped their game against the Mankato Moondogs 11-4. Carson Luna picks up 3 hits and an RBI in the loss. In Northwoods softball, the Minot Honeybees beat the Mankato Habaneros 7-2. Juliana Verney strikes out 4 in a complete game of 7 innings pitched. Losing 2 straight to a team 50 games under 500 is a bit uninspiring, to say the least. Needless to say, the Twins getting swept by the Colorado Rockies would be a rather underwhelming start to the second half of the season. I don't think there's any recovering from getting swept by this Rockies team, but it seems like we won't have to worry about that. Matt Wallner clearing the wall. 2-run shot makes it 3-0 for the good guys. Up next, this guy's been going through it lately. Royce Lewis, 0 for his last 12. This will fix that. 451 feet, an absolute tank. Twins get the win, 7-1. Before the Brooklyn Dodgers in 1947, there were the Bismarck Churchills, an integrated semi-professional baseball team. Phil S. Dixon, an award-winning author, came to Bismarck today to speak about the historical significance of not just the Churchills, but baseball in Bismarck. 90 years have passed since the Bismarck Churchills won the first National Baseball Congress national tournament.
Really put Bismarck on the map.
The legendary Satchel Paige pitched for that team.
He might have been the greatest pitcher in the world.
Baseball historian and Negro Leagues Museum co-founder Phil S. Dixon knows his history, not just of Paige, but of baseball in Bismarck.
It's not talked about enough. And I know starting back in the maybe 1980s, I began to talk about games that came up from Sioux Falls all the way up into Canada, and especially around North Dakota, Minot, Grand Forks, Bismarck, Jamestown, and they would invite these African-American teams up. I mean, the history is unlimited.
A history of trailblazers.
They were pioneers in the integration of baseball. And we like to talk about that story, and it's a story that needs to be talked about, especially these days. This is something we need to talk about. This is the early integrations of baseball, and all this occurred before Branch Rickey and Jackie Robinson. If you go down south, for instance, a black team couldn't play a white team. But you can come up here, and you can actually be on a white team. This part of the country served as an ambassador for what America could be.
And there's still many more stories for Phil to uncover.
Just want to thank everybody for coming out. We are still learning more about the history. We don't know enough. What I've learned in the past 10 years is just amazing, and there's still more to come.
Because these stories have a purpose.
And I just try to relate these stories to the history and America as it's going on now, so people understand that history is important.
Dixon's latest book, Phil S. Dixon's American Baseball Chronicles, Volume 2, tells the story of the 1910 Chicago Leland Giants.